Hi, it's Betsy from Tender Art Studio, and I just wanted to show you my Ephemera's Vintage Garden Design Team project. I just completed using the downloadable digi kit called Shabby and Chic 2, and there's also a Shabby and Chic, but I didn't use that one. But it is a beautiful kit, and what I did is something a little bit different. I did not make a junk journal this time, but I think I'm going to be making a junk journal or glue book for my next project. In this case, this is intended to be a glue book, and you can see that the pages are just gorgeous. And if you look for Debbie Ann's video that she did with this, she did like a glue book with sewing notions, and it just gorgeous, really beautiful. What I decided to do was to make some greeting cards. So the first thing I did was to resize the images, and it's very easy to do this because you can just open it, copy, right click and copy, and then paste it into a Word doc or any kind of a word processing document. And once it's in there, it's got the little frame, and you can just grab with your cursor the corner of that frame and resize it to a dimension that you liked. And so I knew I was going to be making greeting cards, just taking an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, cutting it in half this way, and then folding it over. Just classic greeting card. So I knew I wanted the images to be small enough to fit on that. So that's what I did here, and you can kind of see this is not perfect. This one's a little bigger, this one's a little shorter, but as I worked with it, it got a little better. And I did, in my Word doc, I made sure that the ruler was showing on both margins, top and side. That helped a lot, so I could kind of play with the ratio aspect a little bit, and then cut them apart and came up with these. So the kit comes with just beautiful pages, as you saw from there and from my first piece that I showed you, and it also comes with really beautiful sheets of ephemera, little bits and pieces, just gorgeous things. And again, with these also, because I knew I was working a little bit smaller, I just copied and pasted into a Word document and just played with the size a little bit. But you can see it's the Shabby and Chic printable glue kit. And yeah, it's gorgeous, right? Okay. So you're kind of getting to see the last thing first, right? Here's the finished box full of greeting cards. So where to go with this? Okay, no, I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to show you that I also used some scrapbook papers from this kit, or this paper pad from Hobby Lobby that I bought a year ago. And aren't these papers beautiful? I mean, I just love them, and they go so well with this kit. And I didn't use a lot of them. Mainly I used this page with the roses and butterflies because that really matched the printables. So, but if you get the opportunity and you see this at Hobby Lobby, it's a favorite. I mean, the colors are really rich and vibrant. It's not a heavy cardstock, but it's a heavy paper, and it's really pretty. So I used that for covering the box, as you can see here. So that's that. And if you're wondering about these little feet, they're so cute. They are Styrofoam Easter eggs that I bought at Dollar Tree. And I used my scissors and cut them in half and glued them on the bottom to make these cute little feet for the box. So use what you have. Look around and see things with new eyes. This is one of the images from the download kit, and I got this awesome pen. It's not a pen, it's like a brush. I saw this on another YouTube channel, and it's called Wink of Stella glitter brush, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a really subtle glimmer. And so I added that to elements here. Hopefully it's picking up, but it really is like It's not even raised, there's no dimension to it, but it really lends a beautiful shimmer. And so that's the beginning of that. And then I'll show you some of the cards as well. And I constructed the box myself with chipboard, and I think the lid was from a popcorn box, but it turned out really nice. And here are the cards. They stick in there pretty good, so I put a ribbon around it so I could do exactly what you just saw and lift it out. Now, on these, I just started with the basic card piece, and this is parchment paper that I bought at Goodwill store. I love Goodwill for paper because they always have interesting things. You can find packages of things people bought for projects, and then practically the whole package is there. So I made a good base for the cards. And then you can see the digital. Oh, and that was another thing I did, and how come I don't see that here? Okay, kind of, you can see it. I'm sure like most of you, I've got this pile of scraps. I actually have 2 folders full of paper scraps. One is for larger pieces, one is for small pieces. So I got my folder of larger pieces and used them like mats. So you can kind of see that behind the image itself, just to give it a little more interest, a little more dimension. So there's a good example of one that was aqua. And then the image itself went on there. And at that point, I added embellishments. And so smaller scrap of paper. In this case, I just said, for you, but on other ones, you'll see that I stamped them. And they're all blank inside, so they can be pretty much for any purpose. Here's another one where I did stamp, and I wanted to show you this really fun stamp set that I bought at Hobby Lobby. No, Tuesday Morning. It's a Martha Stewart kit, and it comes with the little holder, and then this is really fun. You can make your own stamps. How cute, right? I mean, it's a little fiddly, but it is a lot of fun. So there's different bezels there, and there's also some phrases like thank you, congratulations, best wishes, and that was Tuesday Morning, like I said. So that is a super fun kit, and I had a lot of fun using it. And I'm sure you noticed that was also what I used on the box. Love notes using these little stamp kits. So that was really fun. Great embellishment. And then the glitter on these cards is actually done with stickles. It was before my new Wink of Stella brush came in the mail. So I used stickles, and that's really fun too. I love that glitter, and it doesn't come off, so it's very nice. So I'll just show you these real quick. Like I said, they're all blank inside. Some of them have embellishments, using the flat back pearls and diamonds, and I just pick those up in the clearance sections when I see them. I don't really go shopping for them. I just pick them up when I see them, and I don't use them a lot, but this Shabby and Chic really called for it. I love these digital images because half the work's done for me. I mean, that looks like a collage already, and I didn't really have to do very much with it. This glitter cardstock came from Dollar Tree, really fun. This was a sheet of glitter cardstock that I got, I think, on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I just love these little images, best wishes, and she's got the little crown there that I embellished with stickles. These are some of the pieces. That's from a punch. And then I'll turn these over. They fit better in the box. So okay. We have the love. That's also part of the kit. This was a sticker in my stash. They're just really sweet. Obviously very feminine. You're probably not going to be using one of these for a Father's Day card, but it depends on your dad, I guess. But they are really pretty. So if you are one of those people like me that you enjoy a handwritten note, here's a book page that I used distress ink to lighten into a pink shade. And that's my own lettering. A little bit of stenciling is how I made that banner. This is one of the pages in the kit, these great ladies. And this one says celebrate. And then there's the envelopes, and I made the envelopes. I don't have one of those envelope scoreboards, which do look really neat. Like you really don't cut out very much, and you end up with a really nice result. But what I do have, I bought when my kids were tiny, when I first started scrapbooking, and I saw this on a catalog, and I just really liked it. So maybe you have something like that. But even if you don't, look at how simple that is. If you just take your card and lay it down on a piece of paper, and this cuts out really nicely out of an 8x10 piece of paper, you could draw this basic shape yourself. And that's actually upside down. That's the flap, and this is the inside and the two outsides. So it's a really simple shape. You don't need a lot of paper to do it. I think on those envelope scoreboard things, it looks like you start with a 12x12 piece of paper, but this you only need an 8.5x11. And I had a stash of light blue paper, so it would have been prettier in turquoise, I think, to match with the turquoise in the cards. But I don't know anybody who would get one of these cards and go, oh, I'm so upset that the envelope isn't turquoise. So that took, you know, a couple of TV watching episodes and cutting those out. So that's the whole kit, or the whole set, and I hope that you like it. And if you have not looked at ephemerasvintagegarden.com, I really recommend that you stop by there and see what she has available. She has so many beautiful printable digital kits that you can download and do lots of fun things with, like this. Or you can make junk journals or glue books, or you know, you could wrap a package in it. I mean, it's just beautiful paper, and it's ready when you are. You just download it and print it when you're ready to work on a project. So I hope you found this helpful, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing to my channel, because I will be back next month with another design team project. Thanks. Bye-bye.